Good afternoon. We're here at the MarshBerry 360 Forum getting an expert perspective from Carl Bloomfield, who's the President and Chief Operating Officer of the Graham Company, a Marsh McLennan Agency. I'm Phil Trem, President of MarshBerry. Carl, thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having me, Phil.
As we take a step back and think about your transition from being an independent firm and joining MMA, what were one or two cultural non-negotiables that you protected while you were scaling your business and entering into this process?
Thanks, Phil. I appreciate that question. When we were evaluating firms, culture was the single most important thing that we were concerned about when we were looking for a partner. We found that in MMA. The things that were specifically most important to us were being able to maintain our autonomy and then maintaining our hiring practices that we had enjoyed or helped us cast the widest net possible to attract the best talent in the industry. Autonomy was important because we felt like we had a lot to offer. The things that we had done for years that made us the firm we were, I think were very different than what a lot of our competitors would have done. So if somebody was going to come into our organization and request that or suggest that we needed to change our business model or the staffing model that we had created to provide the services that our clients look for, then that would have been a complete non-negotiable deal breaker for us. We found that with MMA that they didn't want to break great. That's their actual terminology that they used. That we had built a great organization, and they really just wanted to support us in providing more resources and delivering more options for us to deliver further greater service to our clients.
So when you think about MMA, did they do anything differently in their messaging that helped you or was a signal to you that on a long-term basis they were the right partner?
Yeah, they did. They continually asked us how we thought we were going to make them better. So the focus wasn't always about how MMA was going to make us better as a firm. They cared as much about hearing from us how we were going to make them better. And that was really, really important to us. What that led us to believe, and it's proved to be true, is that we were going to be an integral part of the operation, that they were going to look to us for answers, they were going to look to us for best practices, and what that did was that actually helped us maintain our autonomy. If it was the other way around, where it was all about how they were going to make us better, then you could see how the focus would be them implementing or pushing down best practices onto us. That wasn't the case at all with MMA, and that was the single, I think, biggest differentiator that we uncovered during the process.
So they positioned themselves as the deal as a partnership as opposed to you being acquired and absorbed.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. They were looking to gain as much from us as we were from them.
So shameless plug here. What made it important for you guys to have an advisor in your corner during the process? We've had a long history with the organization, sure. But as you thought about having an advisor and ultimately, any perspective on why you chose to work with MarshBerry?
Sure. We found MarshBerry to be very creative. You brought many new ideas to us over the years. You challenged us. Frankly, when you saw something that wasn't as good as we thought it was, you called us on it, right? You didn't allow us to replay our old tapes, and you had really blunt, honest conversations with us, and we really appreciate that in an advisor. You don't want to work with somebody that just tells you what you want to hear. As an organization, for many, many years, we drink the Kool-Aid, and we really think that we did it well, but you weren't shy about showing us and where there were areas that we can improve. We really appreciate the creativity. The hand holding that you provided to us along the way was also very helpful. We had never sold a firm. We had never acquired a firm, right? So M&A to us was a foreign concept. We had no experience in that arena at all, and you had all the experience we needed.
Excellent. I appreciate it. Thanks for the time today, Carl.
Yeah, thank you.